Okay, this video is meant to address my a issue I raised about how many accounts that I have. I have I had 6 accounts total with FXDD, which, as I mentioned, confiscated my balance, so that is no longer there. So I am left now with 5 active accounts, of which I have live accounts, meaning with money in them and so forth. Firstly, obviously, as a programmer who hopes to have their expert advisors used by the public, the idea here is that I need to be able to test these experts that I've developed on as many accounts and platforms as I can, so that we know that the results are going to be somewhat consistent as possible, and look for any back-end conflict settings, which is what we're doing in the live compatibility test right now. And we have discovered that there are differences between these accounts or platform types, platform settings that will affect how the expert performs. Now we have 2 choices here. I can say, well, I am the ultimate expert advisor creator, that what I create should be the way the market works, and if this broker isn't going to be compatible with that expert, then that's his problem and not mine. The other approach we can take is say, okay, we've got different settings on these different back-end settings on these different broker accounts, so why don't we adapt our experts to work on these various platforms if the platform is going to provide us the best operating environment. And by that I mean things like margins, customer service, bonuses, expeditious trading, server quality, and the like. So this is part of my approach, is not to say I want you to be compatible with my programs. I'm going to make my programs compatible with your settings, as long as you're providing the kind of service I want to with the rest of it. Now, in addition, I am looking for more platforms to set up more accounts with, because the market constantly changes. Now, just recently, for instance, IBFX has now adopted the new NFA margin requirements, which are quite dramatic in their new constructs. It's no longer a flat $1,000 on all pairs for a standard lot. It varies with these popular pairs, these most liquid pairs, meaning the Euro USD and the Pound USD, jumping by 50%. That's a substantial margin difference. Now, FXDD is now also coming up to the NAFA requirements. Most all of the United States based, or any one of these that have a United States based division, are going to probably go this way. FXDD is now going blanket 100 to 1 on their minis. All their accounts will be 100 to 1 minimums. They're not going with the full-blown NFA recommendations, but at some point they probably will. The whole, and as I mentioned, part of this, no doubt, on the part of the NFA, is to try to slow the market down because it has grown substantially, meaning it will become more volatile, and also affects the trading environment, international trading environments. And this is the big issue right now, not about us little traders. Now, because of these changes, I may want to go towards the the foreign side of things, where these restrictions aren't being accounted for or not being recognized, at least at this time. Maybe they will, but how they do modify their platform or settings is going to affect my trading. So I'm wanting to have enough accounts that are functional, that if I'm going to have to leave some of these guys because of their new restrictions, or they just don't, they've changed their settings in a way that is detrimental to my experts, I've got somewhere to go. I've got a place to trade. So I want at least 5 to 8 platforms. As a casual trader, I would want at least 3. Now, there's another issue as well here. On the Zulu accounts, for instance, I have 3 different traders, experts working on 3 different platforms. Now, what I can do, I like Opari here. I have set up 3 different accounts. Now, that is another thing you can do. If you like a broker, you can set up 3 different accounts with that same broker to trade different experts. Now, these 3 are separated because we have 3 different strategies. The Excalibur is a long-term trending strategy. It holds positions with long-term. The Extractor is a semi-scalping strategy, and the Accelerator is a close scalping strategy with a reverse hedge. Now, the Excalibur is a program you would not want to run with these other programs because of the way it's structured. It's a high potential drawdown, even though it is in the end a very high win rate. It gets that win rate with a very high, occasional high drawdown. Now, that might end up conflicting with our Extractor or the Excalibur, the Excalibur in certain situations. So I really don't want to run them together. The actual closing parameters on the Accelerator are unique, so I can run multiple pairs with it, but it would conflict. Definitely conflict with the Excalibur. So I need separate accounts to run each of these different strategies. And of course, the idea here as well is what we call risk dispersion, or the spreading of risks between strategies. If I'm focusing on Forex, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. So we're talking about a 1 to 2 month rollover. Even if I do change one of these brokers, it's not going to be overnight. I shut down this guy and start up that guy. I'm going to be starting out with a mini account and some broker I choose next, which will be Master Forex, definitely, and eGlobal. These 2 are definitely on my list for new accounts. But while these are getting set up and and tested, I'm running my programs on these other accounts, and then we'll slowly move. If these are more advantageous, we'll start moving our programs into these other accounts, maybe minimizing the balances, etc. So that's the story on how many brokers. Thank you for watching.